Hi friends, this is a 60-minute slow and stretchy yoga flow. This is perfect for you if you are feeling any tension in your lower back, your hips, or your hamstrings. We're going to start in a reclined butterfly pose. Coming to settle into our Supta Baddha Konasana. You can bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees relax out to the sides. Let your arms rest comfortably. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. You can close your eyes if you haven't already done so. There is no effort required here, and you can just let gravity take over as your knees grow a little bit heavier. Feel your back and sit bones supported by the mat. Let your fingers relax and your face be soft. Starting to draw all of your attention inward. Tearing your mind away from what has been and from what is next. All you have to do right now is be where you are and notice the breath flowing in and flowing out. Notice where in your body you feel your breath the most. If it's in the rise and fall of the chest or the belly. Maybe it's the sensations on your nostrils. Wherever it is, draw your focus there and use it as an anchor to keep you in this present moment. Let's take one more deep breath in and a big sigh out to let it go. You can slowly draw your knees in together and then scoop them in towards your chest. Placing your hands gently on your knees. We'll just use the hands to guide the knees into circles. Just feeling this little massage into your spine. And let's change direction. Placing your feet back on the floor. We'll come to cross the left ankle on top of the right thigh for a figure 4 shape. Once you're there, scoop that right knee in towards your chest. Maybe use your left elbow to push your left knee away. And we are in our reclined pigeon pose. Maybe a little rock from the left to the right feels nice here. And it's a great opportunity to roll through your ankles, maybe point and flex into your feet. Keep drawing that right knee in closer and closer, and we'll hold for 2 more breaths. Keeping your ankle where it is, we'll just place the right foot back down towards the mat. Reach your arms out wide alongside your shoulders, and then cactus your arms by bending into the elbows and trying to draw the backs of the hands down towards the floor. Feel this broadening across the chest. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let your knees flop and fall over towards your left, coming into our spinal twist. Maybe turn your gaze over your right shoulder. Take a slow breath in and a slow breath out. Gently rolling back to center. We'll uncross the legs. Scoop your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a big hug. And then extend your legs down the mat. As you reach your arms up and over, just find a big full body stretch as if you're waking up in the morning. Good. Let's place the feet back on the mat. And then come to cross the right ankle over left thigh. Coming back into our reclined pigeon as you draw your left knee in towards you. Feel that stretch and that space down that right side, your hip and your glute. Try keep your shoulders relaxed to the mat. And another roll through the ankles, maybe point flex through the feet. Placing your left foot back down to the floor. We'll reach the arms out wide and come back into our cactus arms. Gently let your knees relax over to your right side. And maybe turn your gaze over your left shoulder. Coming back to your breath as we find a little pause here. You can roll back to the middle. Uncross your legs as you draw your knees in towards you. Give yourself a big squeeze. And then come back into that full body stretch. Lovely. Scoop your knees back into your chest. And you can roll over to your left or your right side. And then gently push your way up. Once you're up, we'll come over to the hands and the knees for our table pose. Stacking wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. As you breathe in, we'll find our cow pose, dropping the belly towards the floor. As you breathe out, rounding your spine for cat pose, tucking your chin and your tailbone. Inhale for your cow, find that space through the front body. And exhale for your cat, find that space through the back body. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. One more round here, breathe in. And breathe out. Flattening your back, we're back in our table pose. We'll draw the left knee out to the side and then start to draw circles with your knee. Try to isolate your movements into your left hip by keeping the shoulders still. Making these movements slow and controlled as we work into our full range of motion here. Good. We'll come to pick that left knee up out to the side and then draw it over towards your left elbow to give it a tap. Then circling that knee back up, and we'll come to place it just outside of the right leg. Give the floor a little tap. Inhale to circle up, knee to elbow. Exhale to circle back, knee to mat. Let's do one more. Breathe in and breathe out. Once your knee hits the floor, relax your leg all the way down the mat. And then we'll come to sink the hips back in between the heels for child's pose with our shoelace legs. Breathe deeply into that stretch into your outer hips. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, roll back to the hands and the knees. We'll tuck our toes under. Start to straighten the legs, draw your tailbone up for a crisscross downward dog. Take an inhale once you're there. And an exhale, let it go. Uncross your legs. Downward facing dog as we lift the tailbone high and draw the heels to the mat. Starting to pedal out your legs just to settle into the shape. Find a big nod of your head, yes. And a big shake of your head, no. Take one more breath here. And then place your knees back down to the mat. Drawing your right knee out to the side and then coming to find those circles. Same as the other side, slow and controlled. And try to keep the rest of your body still. Let's find that knee to elbow tap. And then knee to outer mat. With your breath now, inhale to circle up and tap the elbow. Exhale to circle back and tap the mat. One more, breathe in and breathe out. Relax your leg down the floor. And then we'll come to sink our hips back to the heels. Reach your arms forward. Let your head settle. And we'll pause here in this shoelace child's pose. Shifting back onto your hands and your knees, we'll tuck the toes and make our way into our crisscross downward dog. Draw your heels to the mat, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, uncross your legs. And you're welcome to find a pedal out of the knees. Any other wriggles into the hips and the shoulders are welcome. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. Coming to step your left foot forward outside your hand. We'll ground the back knee down to the mat. And we are here in our lizard lunge. Let your hips soften forward. Feel that stretch into the hips, the hip flexor. Let's reach that left arm up, turning the chest open as we breathe in. With your exhale, tap either your hand or maybe your forearm down to the floor. Inhale to lift, twist open. Exhale, tap down to the mat. Last time to breathe in and to breathe out. Inhale to twist open. This time as you exhale, catch your back foot for a quad stretch. Draw that heel in towards your glute. Roll your left shoulder back as you breathe in and breathe out. One more inhale and exhale. Gently release your foot. Place your left hand back down to the top of your space. Shine your chest forward as you breathe in. As you breathe out, half splits. Straighten that left leg as best you can, bowing forward. Draw your toes up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in and a breath out. One more here, inhale and exhale. Shifting forward, heel toe your left foot towards the middle of the mat. We'll lift the back knee up off the mat. Turning to the right for our Skandasana side lunge. Facing the long edge of the mat, we'll sink the hips low towards that left heel. It's okay if your left heel is lifting off the mat. Place your left hand down towards the top corner of your mat. As you breathe in, reach your right arm up, opening through your chest. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. One more here, inhale and exhale. Turning to face forward, we'll come into a twisted lunge. Ground your right hand down, swing that left arm up. Take a big breath in. Exhale, drop your left hand down, and we'll step back for downward facing dog. Breathing in once you land, and exhale to let it go. Placing your right foot outside your right hand. Ground your back knee down to the floor as you inhale. And settle in as you exhale. Lizard twist, reach your right arm up, turn your chest open, breathe in. Exhale, tap the hand or the forearm to the floor. Inhale to lift, turn your chest open. Exhale to tap the mat. One more, breathe in and breathe out. Inhale for your twist. Exhale to catch your foot, stretch out your quad. Draw the heel in as you breathe in. And settle your hips forward as you breathe out. One more here, inhale. And exhale. Release your foot. Place your hand down to the top of your space. Take a breath in, draw your chest forward. Exhale, half splits as we shift the hips back. Try to find more space as you fold forward. Step back into your right foot. Heel toe your foot in towards the middle of your mat. We'll come back into our skandasana as we find a little turn to the left and sink your hips towards the right heel. It's okay if your heel is lifting off the floor like mine. Place your right hand towards the top corner of your mat. Inhale to turn your heart open and sweep that left arm up. Take a breath in and a breath out. One more, inhale and exhale. Turning to face forward, twisted lunge. That left hand grounds down as that right arm sweeps up. Inhale once you're there. And exhale, let's step it back. Downward facing dog. We're here for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. And exhale, 3. Find a slow walk to the top of your space. As many steps as you need to get there. Once you're there, let's settle into ragdoll, grabbing our elbows. Find a soft bend through your knees as you pour your upper body over your legs. Maybe a little sway and a twist is there for you. Coming back to center, let your arms hang heavy. Tuck your chin to your chest as you slowly roll your spine all the way up. And we'll come to meet in Tadasana, mountain pose. Let your shoulders settle down your back. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Inhale to sweep your arms high. Look up to your thumbs as your palms touch. Exhale to draw your left knee in towards your chest. Coming into our supported one-legged mountain. Squeeze your left knee in. Inhale where you are. Exhale to step wide to face the long edge of your mat. Draw your toes slightly out, heels slightly in. We'll sweep the arms up as we breathe in. Hands to heart. As you exhale, sink your hips low. Find a little movement from the left to the right as we sink into our goddess pose. Inhale, straighten arms, legs, looking up overhead. Exhale, same again. Left to the right as we sink the hips. Last time, breathe in and breathe out. Inhale to straighten arms and legs. With your exhale, turn your left foot parallel to the back of the mat. Right toes point towards the top of the mat. Float your arms down, setting up for triangle pose. Take a breath in. With your exhale, hinge from your hips as we dive forward, Trikonasana. Here for 5 breaths. Strong legs, we rise up and switch sides, Trikonasana towards the back of the mat. Take a breath in and exhale to dive forward. And take your time to lift back up. Turn your toes slightly in, heels slightly out. Draw your arms up and overhead as you breathe in. Diving forward as you breathe out. Wide-legged fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. Let the crown of your head relax down towards the mat as you try your best to straighten your legs. And take one more breath in here. With your exhale, turn to face the top of your mat. We'll find a big step forward and fold over the legs. Coming back to ragdoll once you're there. Completely relaxing head and neck. Let your arms hang heavy, and then we'll gently roll the spine up to stand. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Find yourself growing a little bit taller as you breathe in. And root down through your feet as you breathe out. Sweep your arms up and over, inhale. Exhale to draw your right knee in towards your chest. Give that knee a squeeze. And with your exhale, step your right foot back. We'll turn to face the long edge of the mat. Toes slightly out, heels slightly in. We'll sweep the arms up as we breathe in. And a little goddess wiggle as we breathe out. Inhale, arms, legs straighten. And exhale, sink your hips low. Last time to breathe in and to breathe out. Straighten arms and legs. Coming to Trikonasana towards the top of the mat. We float the arms down, hinge from the hips. As we dive that left hand down, sweep the right arm up and open through the chest. 5 slow breaths here. Strong legs, we rise. Switching sides towards the back of the mat. Trikonasana, triangle pose. And we pause and breathe for 5. Take your time to lift back up. Coming into our Prasarita, we'll inhale to sweep the arms up. And exhale to dive forward. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. Turning to face the top of your mat. And we'll find a step forward for our Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Tuck your chin to your chest and then slowly roll your spine up. We'll meet in Tadasana. Inhale for your high mountain, sweep your arms up. Exhale for Uttanasana, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lengthen, flatten your back. Exhale to step back into your table pose. Slide your right knee forward and relax your left leg down the mat. Setting up for our sleeping pigeon. Take a breath in to grow tall. As you breathe out, we're going to fold towards the right top corner of the mat, folding diagonally, letting your head just relax over your knee. We've got one more breath in, and you can lift your chest as you breathe out. Sliding your right knee back, and then walk your hands slightly forward. So we have space to sink the hips down and drop down to the forearms for Sphinx pose. Let your chest draw forward as you breathe in, and let your hips melt to the mat as you breathe out. Taking 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Soften your chin to your chest. Find a wriggle through your head and your neck. Inhale to look forward. With your exhale, slide your right knee up alongside you. We want it just in line with the hip. And I want you to think of this knee melting away as your hip draws down towards the mat. We'll pause here in our half frog. Take 1 more breath in and 1 more breath out. Coming to thread our left arm under our right, or grab a hold of the leg and then start to turn over so that the shoulders relax down towards the floor. Let your right arm relax out alongside, and we'll find ourselves in our supine spinal twist. Maybe let your eyes close here as we turn our focus inward. Coming to slow the breath down. Take your time to come back where we came from. We'll place the forearms back to the top of the mat. And then slide your right knee back. Place your hands under your shoulders and make your way to child's pose at the back of your space. You can have your knees together or slightly wider. Let your chest draw down to the mat. Let your hips sink to your heels. Take a slow breath in and a slow breath out. Inhale to roll forward into table. And exhale to slide your left knee up and relax your right leg down. Take an inhale to lift and lengthen. And exhale will fold diagonally over that left knee. Take a big breath in where you are. As you breathe out, you can gently lift back up. Slide the knee back for table. And then come to settle down into your Sphinx pose. Pressing down through the arms as you lift through your chest and your chin. Let your shoulders relax away from your ears. Take a breath in and a breath out. Tucking chin to chest and then slowly turning your head from side to side. Looking forward as we breathe in. Sliding that left knee up alongside the hip as we breathe out. Pausing here in our half frog. Let that knee melt away from your hip. Inhale where you are. Exhale to thread your arm and roll onto your back for our supine twist. Let your legs relax all the way down to your toes. Starting to lengthen your inhales and your exhales. Taking one more breath in. And rolling onto your back completely as you breathe out. Coming back into our Supta Baddha Konasana, letting the soles of the feet touch and the knees relax out to the sides. We have come full circle back to where we started. Notice if you can feel any difference in your hips compared to the first time we were in this pose. Let's place one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Let your shoulders melt onto the mat. And let your knees grow a little heavier. Feel your breath slowly moving through you. Take one more breath in here. And a slow breath out. You can draw your knees into touch. Slowly scoop them in towards you. Gently rock from side to side. And just massage your spine down into the floor. Coming to extend your legs and relax your arms, letting go of all effort here. And we'll settle into our corpse pose or shavasana. Starting to deepen your breath. And we'll find little movements into the fingers and the toes. Maybe turning your head from side to side. You can straighten your legs down the mat. As you draw your arms up and over, find a big stretch. Take a deep breath in and a big sigh out. Coming to roll over to your left or your right side. You can let your head just relax in your arm. And then take your time to slowly push yourself up. Come to find any comfortable seat. I hope you enjoyed this lower body class. Thank you so much for being here. Take care, and I'll see you in the next class.